expose everything, bro. It's time to go full demon time. It's clearly obvious at this point. It's full demon
A
time.
40
Why
a
not?
45
It is
minute
time to go
demon
full
time?
demon time. Just letting you know. There is no holding back. Who cares anymore? I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known. And it is time to go full demon time.
Yo.
Why not?
Don't tell me I've subbed this long for nothing.
Let's.
Oh my god. Dude, his inner wolf is gonna come out. His inner wolf. He's inside of your two wolves. They're both in demon time.
Watch the world burn.
Right. Okay.
Here, I'm taking out a sub-only mode. There you go. What's up, chat? Let's watch the world fucking burn. If people want to act like this, you know, I see some people saying some very obtuse things. We can watch the world burn. Fuck it. Obtuse, yes. There's some people that are saying some pretty crazy things that I was seeing. I haven't even gone on Twitter. I saw other things. I'm like, damn. But I've been around for 10 years now. A lot of you guys know. I am pretty far away from this stuff at this point. But I am totally okay with exposing a lot of things and saying things. At this point, I think it's pretty obvious. I will not be friends with any of these people after this. Ludwig was right. I am going to completely separate myself from these people in this community, which is fine, and I've already been doing it. But I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? Go crazy. Who cares? Who fucking cares? But before that, I'd like to address everything that was said today. Okay? Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead. You're a disgusting piece of shit. Absolutely. Been that for years. It's pretty fucking par for the course. What are we going to pretend that I'm not a piece of shit? We've all known this. All right? Calm down. Is this anything new? No. I'm a piece of shit. Why the fuck is Caroline Burton chat? That's probably the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm going to defend myself on a lot of things that were said about me. I am going to defend myself on what was said with Emmy. I see a lot of people saying other things that really upset me, but the Emmy one is a serious thing that I want to take serious, and we will be discussing that, okay? I wrote this myself, so I don't know if it's even good. I am not the best writer, as a lot of you know. I have half my screen right now is red, because I can't write for shit. It's not through ChatGPT. Shut up. Not through ChatGPT. It's not through ChatGPT.
I think the Destiny advice really applies here, okay? There is no need for you to go live with a response so quickly. And I think that you can only harm yourself. With that being said, I understand the urge that you feel when you want to go live immediately talking about something, but when you go live after such a big nuke, I think that emotions are still hot. Your emotions are still hot, the viewers' emotions are still hot, so no one will get anything done, if that makes sense. So the thing is that it's best to wait a short amount of time before making a response on stream, because I think that you should I think that you should pass this with a lawyer first. I really do think so. I think that you should pass this along with the lawyer before saying this. If it's true that he got a lawyer and then, you know, he passed this really quickly to like a already ready lawyer, then that's fine. But from what I can see, maybe I don't know. I'm not sure how I think about this. But yeah, who knows? We'll see. But just so you know, okay? Just so you know, because the viewers' emotions are running hot, the people who are already going to believe you already believe you, and the people who are already not going to believe you are not going to believe you, and you yourself is going to write worse things just simply because you are hot-headed about things or immediately or whatever the fuck. But yeah, anyway, that's just my general take about the whole thing. I've seen what works, I've seen what haven't worked in this space, and yeah, that's about it.
Shut up. It's not, bro, shut up. It's not through chat. You really think in a serious situation like this, I put ChatGPT and I'm writing something out because it's like, oh, like, bro, shut up. No.
And what if you reply immediately? What will you say will be drowned out in the noise? Yeah, exactly.
Yes, really. Really. No, it's Sora AI. I have an entire video made. What is wrong with you, chat? What is wrong with you? I wish I could show you how much red is in this to show you that each other is spaced. It's so stupid.
Ms.
I'm not a good writer,
GPD.
bro. I'm not a good writer.
Video was posted today. He hasn't talked to a lawyer yet. Yeah, like if this is posted today, you need to talk to a lawyer. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like you need to, like the first person you should talk to is your lawyer. You shouldn't be giving a response this quickly. Like this is not the best thing to do, in my opinion. But
so okay, let's get to this, shall we? No stalling. I'm taking out of sub only mode.
Okay.
I don't really care. I know there's a lot of people that want to speak and they can. I have no problem with that. This is a very serious situation that I was told. I know a lot of other people are saying things about me as well on top of this, but this is the thing I want to talk about. So let's talk about it, shall we? And then we can go into it. Okay. So.
Okay, coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. Go.
This is April of 2021. Okay, I'm gonna write everything down. Everyone just chill and let me hear this out. Okay. We met online when we were playing AT&T Annihilator Cup. This is me and Emmy. I was introduced to her.
Oh yeah, I like how 4chan somehow thinks that Destiny have given Mizkif advice. Okay, assuming that it is true, then I'm sure Destiny is a fucking moron for literally not adhering to his own fucking advice by saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come out with a response to the allegations fucking immediately." Like I'm pretty sure even when it comes to his own allegations, Destiny waits a while before like coming out with a response, right? Like every single time some fucking new drama drops, like he waits for a while before addressing it. But yeah.
Through it, and my chat started
So
to like us
stupid.
hanging out. I didn't have feelings for her or anything, but I thought we could start hanging out more and be friends. So we met through the Annihilator Cup. A lot of you guys know this. I was playing with her. My chat liked her a lot. She was fun to hang out with, so we started hanging out. We started to play games with each other on stream, and we started to grow closer together. We started calling each other, and we were flirting. We didn't do anything, but it was pretty obvious that emiru had feelings for me as well as I had for her. But we couldn't really do anything because at the time, she was dating a girl named Bonnie, another cosplayer from another state, and I was dating Maya. Me and Maya broke up. I broke up with her because the relationship felt stagnant, and Maya's sanctuary started to take over a lot of her life, and we hardly had time to hang out with each other. Since Maya moved out, I knew I wanted a streamer to move into the house, preferably a girl to farm content with, but I didn't want it to happen so fast. I didn't know if I wanted to be Emmy, but she told me about a stalker that came to her house with a bat, and she didn't live at her house anymore.
Okay, it sounds kind of sus that you're saying preferably a girl. That is, I'm not sure about that part. Okay, dude, just yeah, dude, that's probably the worst way you can begin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, all right. Well,
I'm telling
we'll
you
see.
everything, chat. Okay, come on. I'm telling you the whole.
Stop! People think you're a predator. You probably shouldn't say, "Oh, preferably with a girl to make content with." That's and you said you proofread this.
Whole story. Sit down and relax. All right, take a seat. I told her to come move in with me.
Take a seat. Yeah.
In Austin because she has a stalker, and we want to make content, and the guy will probably be scared since there's a bunch of people around instead of her in her Kansas home by herself. From there, our relationship started growing very fast. Within just weeks of moving in, she would sit in my room with me late at night, and I would watch Pokemon over and over again, season 1. I loved it because she made me feel like it felt like my childhood and a place of calmness. She would fall asleep in my bed. With some nights, we would touch our backs or legs together. We knew we liked each other. We just knew it was a bad idea. Talks of her joining OTK happened fast as well, and I knew that if we were potentially going to date, we'd have to keep it a secret. Nobody was allowed to know. Streamers as well were already starting to resent me, saying that it was a shitty thing that I moved Emmy in so fast and replaced Maya so quickly. If people found out we were dating, I could be hated by my peers and lose what I created in OTK. I didn't know if we were going to date, and I knew if we were going to make it happen, it was going to be very stressful. But I had no idea what was going to come. It was the beginning of January of 2022. Emmy just had her huge party in an arcade celebrating her birthday on stream. Everyone from Austin was there, and as we were celebrating her joining OTK, there was a huge scare. Someone outside in the parking lot rammed into my Audi R8.
Okay, so just another critique. None of this matters. Literally none of this matters. You should directly go into the specific claims that emiru has made and present counter evidence or your counter narrative immediately. Just so you know, none of this matters. The fact that you play Pokemon doesn't matter. The fact that the way that the reason why you flirted does not matter. None of this matters. Okay? None of this matters. You are a retard.
And drove off. And while we were outside thinking it was a schizo viewer, we were told that the person who just hit my car was now inside holding a gun. This scared us to no end. Me and Connery's pants ran inside in fear to get everyone out and make sure everything is okay. My first concern was Emmy. I wanted her to be safe. The cops came, the drunk driver did have a gun, and was sentenced to 3 to 5 years in prison. Me and Emmy were terrified that night. And on the way home, I grabbed her hand, and she grabbed mine. And we knew we were trauma bonded, and we didn't want to let go.
Oh, what? Bro!
We would wake up together, stream together, and hang out with each other all night. She quickly became my best friend, and someone that I felt for the first time I was in love with.
This is
We hung
not
out
real.
all day, every day. We were
No way! Dude! This is crazy! What is this response? Bro. What? Dude. What is this? This is so crazy. Bro. Even this one is better. Literally, even this is better.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right? You guys having fun?
Like holding Ballinger's like fucking ukulele apology was better than this shit, okay? Like I would prefer if Mizkif was like using a ukulele to like sing while playing and going through his allegations rather than what Mizkif is doing right now, okay? Listen, all right? Colleen Ballinger is a real one, okay? Colleen Ballinger is a real one, okay? Dude, she's a real ninja, okay? She's a real ninja for doing this, okay? She's a real ninja for doing a ukulele, like, fucking apology, confession, whatever the fuck, okay? It's rewind time.
always so happy with each other. Playing games until the night, loving every moment we were with each other. It felt poor. Jack, relax. I remember one day I left my house. She called me just so we can be on the phone together, as we always did. And we were playing a song called Falling in Love with You with Elvis came on, and I felt that love, first time I felt love for a girl, and I thought I'd want it to never let it go. The first year of our relationship, we almost had no fights. We started to date officially in January of 2022, and up until my cancellation, everything was perfect. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all.
She got a bruise from you throwing your phone onto the bed while you're brushing your teeth? Like, was she like jumping in front of the phone? Was she like trying to jump in front? Was she trying to jump in front of the phone to get a bruise on purpose, or? Okay. Maybe Emiru just jumped in front of a thrown phone on purpose to get a bruise. Wait, what? Okay.
All that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I'm brushing my teeth. Right here. Look at me. I would throw my phone on the bed.
Wait, hold on. It would be surprising if she got a bruise from that. It would be surprised unless she was like thin-blooded, maybe in some way, because some people are more easily bruised. Some people get internal bleeding so much more. But like, how do you get bruised from that? You can't get bruised. I feel like you can't get bruised from that. With that being said, why is it so? Like, is it the first and only time that you have been throwing your phone onto the bed and it hit her, or is this like the nth time and you can't stop throwing the phone onto the bed? Is it like you keep on throwing your phone onto the bed and it constantly happens? She did say she bruises easy. Okay, so after the first time he's done it, he stopped, right? Or is this a regular thing? Is this a regular thing, or is this like the one time that it happened?
I would just lob it over because I was going to bed. So I would just throw the phone. That's it.
Why would you do that?
And when that's the whole thing. I didn't throw it at her. I want to make that very clear. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily. She brushed over that I threw water bottles with her.
Bro, chat is so funny, dude. Chat is so fucking funny. Holy shit. And by the way, I just want to say these are from Mizkif's. These are from Mizkif's like fucking people. Like these are from Mizkif's like donors. Like these are from Mizkif's subscribers. People who paid. Right? Like cuz he turned on sub only mode, right? Bro. Dude, he's cooked. This is like his most loyal fans, right? Right? These are his most loyal fans. It's not working. It's not working.
On my phone near her, but that wasn't during our fights. It would be throwing my phone on my bed when I brush my teeth. She did tell me she got bruises from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. That's
Dude.
it. I did feel a lot of stress over the time of our relationship up until this
No, he turned it off. He turned off sub mode. Oh, Jesus.
point from her stalkers. From the ones that would show up at her old house, and also stalkers that just
There's no reason to do that.
had from her TikTok postings. We found after being with each other that her stalkers had a lot from would come to her a lot from her short form content. These people were schizophrenic.
Hey guys, please join discord.com/Foodshops to join my server. We have an awesome community. Sorry, discord.gg/Foodshops. Sorry, my bad. Please join our community. We have a really cool community. Lots of drama happening all the time. And we are the friendliest community, okay, in this entire space when it comes to drama communities, okay? No other we have the friendliest drama community by far, okay? It's not even close, okay? It's strictly moderated. It's great stuff, okay? You can just chill there. Please come and join us, okay? We have chill people.
And would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her, if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and...
Wait, what? Hold on.
These people were schizophrenic and would think that she is talking to them. Whether it was songs she played, the way she looked at the screen, or just the titles of the videos, these people started to feel she was talking to them and come to our house to stalk her. These people thought in their heads they were dating her. They were out of their mind and dangerous. I told her, if we're going to be serious about this relationship, I need her to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. She agreed and understood that it was a safety concern for not only me, but the house. Russell, Simply, Corey, or anyone that was in my house or anyone that was near us. She agreed that she wouldn't want to hurt anyone else and knew that posting these types of TikToks and posts can mess with us and is something I'm not comfortable with as a guy. So she would tell me that if I had a problem to let her know. And at first it was minor things here and there, but over time it got harder and harder to deal with. There were more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I could get in a ton of trouble with OTK and cause a ton of problems. Would you guys stop spamming never sub, never donated? Okay, relax. I told her if we were going to be serious about this relationship, I need to stop posting as much and to not farm these people. And then there was more stress on top of this. We both had to hide the relationship from everyone. If anyone found out or was known, I can get in a ton of trouble with OTK and can cause a ton of problems in my life. So I lied to all of my old friends, S-Fan included, who lived just next door to me, and everyone in OTK. And that was very hard for me to do.
Stay strong, Miz. This will pass.
We had a doggy door between our rooms just so we can hide it from everyone else, including my roommates. We would lock the doors to avoid our roommates finding out. As time went on, they found out, But to most of our friends in the Austin circle, they never officially knew. That stress alone would drive anyone mad, but our love for each other was strong, and we knew we could handle it. So, in September in 2022, a lot of you guys know, I was canceled by Trainwrecks and others trying to claim I covered up sexual assault. It was proven wrong, but that destroyed my mental health.
It has not been proven wrong. I don't know why he's saying this. It has not been proven wrong. Okay. So it hasn't been proven wrong. It's just not been proven wrong. Okay.
I felt like my brain cracked, and I was never the same since. I was suicidal, depressed, and I didn't know what to do with my own life. Every day felt like an absolute nightmare. I was losing OTK, my mental health, and all my friends. Emiru was one of the only people that were there for me. She ditched sponsors to go with me to Japan.
Dry our lips.
She went with me anywhere I needed.
But do you know what that sounds like? That just simply sounds like, dude, why did he turn off TTS? Wait, what? What? Is he crazy? Why didn't he turn off TTS? Oh my, dude, guy's actually throwing. He's throwing. See, what? Also, not only that, if she is willing to comfort you during the time that you were getting canceled, it just means that she was just being a sweet girlfriend and you fumbled a bad one, okay?
Because she wanted me to be happy. And she knew sometimes I freaked out. I lashed out. But she loved me and she knew I was in a terrible mental place. It got so bad, the stress and constant talking about the same things over and over and no sleep and depression, that most of my hair started to fall out and Emery started to hurt herself while we were in Japan.
Wait, so she was trying to comfort you during all that time? Like, she was trying to comfort you during all that time. And, she was self-harming for you? Because of the stress that she's been going through? Okay.
As
By the way, never ever date anyone with fuckboy hair, okay? For the love of God, okay? Anyone, dude, I don't get why all of these guys just have like curly fuckboy hair, okay? Never ever date anyone with fuckboy hair, okay? Please, for the love of God, okay? Every single time some allegation comes out, it's always some motherfucker with fuckboy hair, okay? Like, do you see this hairstyle? Like, this specific hairstyle? This specific hairstyle is the biggest red flag you need, okay? Forget about everything else, okay? This hairstyle is the biggest red flag. Every single time someone has this hairstyle, it's over. It's cooked, okay? It's completely cooked. The curly hair, the forced curly hair, and the fucking side shaves, it's... dude, I swear to God, okay? This better not be your boyfriend, if you have a boyfriend, okay? Just, like, yeah. Look, I understand. This is a very popular hairstyle, okay? This is actually a very popular hairstyle, alright? But I'm just gonna say right now, it's a big red flag, okay?
this time happened,
Do you know why? Because I suspect they probably searched up something like, oh, the most attractive hairstyles for men, right? They probably searched up the most attractive hairstyles for men, but these are the exact men that would date women because they are in love with the idea of dating women, but they're not actually in love with the women themselves, right? Like, these people are the kinds of people who like have adopted the hairstyle in an effort to obtain as much woman as possible for their own satisfaction. All right, 100%. All right.
I was a
Anyway,
massive wreck. I couldn't think straight. And
sorry, my bad.
being that Emeru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high strung. Ugh. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain. But I thought it could be fixed over time since things were just so amazing that first year. But I'm so gay. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of only mode. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. I don't want to talk about this. Emiru has a lot of rabbits. It was her calling when she first moved in. These were a big part of her life. But as those rabbits moved out of her room and into the living room, they started to see disgusting neglect. No food, no water, sometimes not having clean bedding for weeks. I, along with many others who would come over, would give them what they needed, and I would tell her all the time to take care of them, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many of them just died over 1 year of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt terrible, and my brother once came over and said, and I quote, "If you ever marry this woman, I'll never forgive you." I didn't even know there was TTS going on. Hold on one sec. Here is a video up close of Emiru's rabbits. These are small little mites that are inside the rabbit cage, and she didn't care. She completely neglected these animals, and I'm not going to sit around and let people say that she didn't. People who came to my house knew that they were neglected. This is an up-close view of the rabbit cage being completely disgusting and neglected. She left them to die, and I'm not going to...
I'm pretty sure this is like regular fucking rabbit shit, right? Like the thing is like this I don't know all that much about rabbits, but don't rabbits just poop everywhere? Isn't that like isn't that like just a thing that happens all the time for people who own rabbits? Like they poop everywhere, right? But yeah, true. Like what does this have to do with the relationship? Like I don't get why. Like, that's probably unironically neglectful. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, sure. But what does the rabbits have to do with anything? Like, what do the rabbits have to do with it? Dude, fuck me. Like, shouldn't you address the attempted rape first?
sit here and have her pretend she didn't. It's fucking disgusting. This is a video from my own brother. I didn't record this. These are mites all around her cage. Okay.
But we don't give a fuck about the rabbits.
I would tell her to take care of them all the time, but to no avail. She completely neglected those rabbits, so much that many died just over a year or two of being around in my house. My cleaning ladies would clean them just because they felt bad, and my brother...
Wait, sorry? Are we addressing the allegation that she's an animal abuser? Are we addressing the allegation that she's an animal abuser? Or are we addressing your allegations of being an attempted raper? Hello? Hello? Dude, I'm sorry, but who gives a fuck about whether or not she abuses her rabbits or not, or neglectful, or whatever the fuck, okay? Who gives a fuck? You realize we chomp on burgers every day, right? Like, you realize we literally are a bunch of burger chompers, right?
Other ones came over and said that if I marry her, he'll never forgive me. In fact, when Maya came over during my cancellation, she actually commented on Emiru's rabbits and said, "These rabbits are completely neglected and this is disgusting." Emiru wouldn't clean the cages, and the smell became so bad that we started to have the rabbits just be outside. I told her if that's the case, she's got to make sure she's giving them water, because they are her responsibility. Instead, these rabbits were left outside in 100-degree heat with no food or water or anything, most of the time being in cages with no bedding besides poop all over the place. Emmy didn't care.
Who cares?
She would sit inside
Oh
and play
my
League of
god,
Legends all
who
day.
cares? Dude.
And what this showed me is that I don't want her to be my children's mother, and I couldn't see myself marrying her.
Wait, who gives a fuck? Who gives a what? Your children's mother? What the fuck?
The fights from these times started to get worse.
Hello, breeding fetish projection?
I would constantly want to be farther and farther from her. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I didn't know how to break up with her or end things. She was a co-owner of my org, the only person I knew, and the strain of the relationship and hiding the relationship was really taking a toll on me. On top of that, the stalkers were getting worse. One stalker came to my house, and I had to point a gun at him for 30 minutes until the cops came. These stalkers are no joke, and the pressure from the relationship, the anger I felt, and the stalkers as a whole really made us lash out at each other. She would tell me that she doesn't realize what she's doing, that she didn't understand what she was doing wrong, but I would constantly tell her on and off stream that she needs to do more because these stalkers are getting worse. I know I wasn't perfect with my language or tone throughout this entire relationship. I know I wasn't. And I was aggressive at times. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole.
What?
Stop talking about past relationships. And yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted.
Wait, hold on. So you don't deny, like, you stopping her from hanging out with specific people, right? Like, just by the way, that's a very specific and restrictive request, okay? Like, the thing is that, like, for example, I can see a reason why that might actually be applicable. Like, for example, if you're going through drug addiction recovery and you are feeling the temptation to reach out to your drug dealer, and you have someone who really, really loves you, who is trying to get you to stop going to your dealer every single time on the phone, then yeah, as a lover, I would want you to block that person immediately, and I'm going to hold you accountable by taking away your phone. I am going to do things that are against your will because it's going to be better for you in the long run, okay? It doesn't matter if it's abusive in the moment, but the downward payment for it is good, right? The problem here is that unless there is a justification, just like that one, or on the same severity, I don't see any reason for this to happen. Like, I just don't think there's any reason for this to happen. Yeah.
Didn't want some man to do something to her when I'm not there, and I wanted to keep her safe. And I know with how my mental was and who I was back then that I didn't do everything right. I know I could have done better, and I'm sorry. I know I was controlling, and I should have just ended the fucking relationship, but I was so confused as a person. And I'm sorry I did it. I'm sorry things got to this fucking point, man. The last 9 months of this relationship, things got extremely fucking toxic. I told her to move out. She didn't move out on her own. I told her to move out because I wanted space, but she still wanted me around at all times.
Dude, bro just did a fucking mid-ult cancel. Holy shit. That's some advanced tech right there. A mid-ult cancel. Just enough to benefit from the first half of the ult, but not enough to restrain the rest of your gameplay.
She would get upset if we didn't sleep together or if we weren't around. She always wanted me to drive over to her house, but I never wanted to because I wanted to be alone. And that increased our fights. But the stalkers continued, and I got even more stressed. They started to take pictures of me whenever I would drive to her house. Sorry. They knew my every movement. I couldn't take it. Between the rabbits, the stalkers, and the overall ability to handle situations with each other, I knew this wouldn't last. But I didn't know how to get out of the relationship. She did not want to move out. As for me telling Cheddar to leave my house, he was swatting at Chompy constantly and making him bleed. I not only was the one that wanted her to move out first, I was the one that wanted the cat out of the house because he was attacking my cat. Every month went by the last year, and our fights started to get louder. We were breaking up with each other almost weekly. Fights were getting more aggressive, and shouting began to increase. I was not perfect, and I reflect on those situations with poor taste to myself. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. I one time did say I was going to kill myself during an argument, but Emmy did.
I'm not entirely sure if throwing plushies is the same as punching holes in the wall. I'm going to be totally honest, but
this as well numerous times. She would constantly say she's going to kill herself in arguments, and I have a picture where while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers who came to my house while she was in Kansas, She told me she was going to kill herself out of aggression of the situation while it was happening. And I'm just going to leak everything because I don't really care. This is the situation. I told her that a stalker's at the house. I'm freaking out. What is happening? Can you call me? I'll call you. I literally want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore. I feel so alone and like a problem. So just want to show this. She was also using the I want to kill myself a lot in our situation and relationship. This is while I had a gun pointed at one of her stalkers.
Wait, is Gray emiru? Gray's emiru, right? Yeah, absolutely, because Gray's like receiving end. Fuck? Like, sorry, what is this referring to? I mean, it's just her crashing out, right? But like, over what?
This stalker who was at my house, his background picture was Emiru. And when he talked to the cops...
Wait, hold on. Just, by the way, this doesn't refer to anything about a stalker. Like, yeah, her crashing out about a stalker showing up at her house. No. No. There's nothing here that indicates... There's nothing here that indicates that this is about a stalker. Look. Question mark. I'm freaking out. What's happening? I'm so confused. This could be talking about stalker, but it could be talking about something else, right? Call me when you can. I call you back. I feel like shit right now. Like this, is that normally because a stalker is right outside, or I feel so alone and like a problem? Hi, you're okay. Yeah, this is like that's a really bad response. What the fuck? Wait, what? Okay.
He was in love with her and thought that she was talking to him. It is disgusting what these stalkers can do. I will say this. The fact that this guy came to my house and the result of it was a cop brought him down the street to a QT, which is a 7-Eleven, 15 minutes away, and that's all they did, is terrifying for these girls and terrifying for the situation in general. Sorry. I knew that the relationship wasn't healthy at this point. I knew we had to end it and soon. One day, Emmy posted a very provocative picture, one that she knew I would hate, and she posted it to make me upset. She admitted that she made me upset with it, and we got into a heated argument, and I broke up with her. We broke up for about a month, then got back together because we thought...
Wait, why? What? You have a problem with Emiru being hot? Wait, what? I'm so confused. But she's your girlfriend. Isn't that a good thing? Wait, I'm so confused. Is it because she's showing a sexy outfit to strangers? And you didn't like that? But she's your girlfriend. She comes back home to you at the end of the day. You didn't see the picture? I saw the picture. I just don't get what's there to be mad over. Like, if your girlfriend is hella hot and she posted, like, a hella hot picture onto the internet, shouldn't you be like... I feel like anyone would be like, dude, you're so hot. You know, I'm so glad to show you off in front of strangers. Emily's her name, yeah. You sound confused. I'm performatively confused, okay? Because it's stupid. It's retarded. This is retarded, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to be performatively... Yeah, because this is retarded. I know why he's upset, okay? It's because these fucking cringe lords are jealous of other people looking at their girlfriend's body, okay? It's the same reason... Show the picture of reference. It might be a little bit too provocative. Dude, I'm trying to be careful, okay? I'm sorry. I'm trying to be careful for YouTube, okay? Because YouTube already gave me a warning. I think I'm good, okay?
We can make it work. We went to get food at BJ's, a common place where we would get food. And then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and started to kiss. She said that she was okay with this on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelled.
There's plenty of these that don't like it based varying on level of thirst trapness. Sure, I agree with that, but that's something that you should discuss beforehand with your partner, right? And I feel like, okay, if that's true, then he's about to explain it, right? Because the thing is that you can totally go into a relationship having boundaries drawn like that. That's perfectly fine, actually, right? But yeah, I better hear that.
And I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general.
Was the photo that provocative? It is provocative, 100%. It's sexual and provocative. It's not porn because she's not naked in the picture. but like it's definitely provocative. Absolutely, yeah. It's like a rabbit outfit, of course. It's like a hot rabbit outfit.
General. I got scared and left the house. I apologize if that made Emmy uncomfortable for me not saying sorry, and I wish I said sorry back then. But we got back together soon afterwards. And during those last few months where we were fighting.
Okay, so there's no wait, so you guys didn't set any boundaries beforehand. Because here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. If the boundaries are not set, beforehand, she's not breaking any boundaries, right? Like she's not, if you guys did not talk about it beforehand, there's no, like, she's not breaking any boundaries. Because the thing is that if in the beginning you guys discuss, okay, here are the boundaries we're going to set for our relationship. I'm okay with you doing this. It makes me feel like shit, blah, 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 right? But then later on, if she is breaking that boundary and you see it, then that's a betrayal of trust, right? So, yeah.
We were still fighting, but it did feel like the relationship had good progress. And we were both agreed we need to talk about our future. Since it's been 3 years, we should see what we want. And Emmy had an idea to write down everything we wanted on paper. I'm going to let everyone know that what I'm about to say is very true.
He slipped and said when she moved out, they broke up, and then goes to say stalkers taking pics of him heading to her house, lol. What the fuck?
This is exactly what happened.
Okay, we'll see.
And she cannot argue this. One day, after staying over Emiru's house, Emiru made me breakfast, and she wrote down everything she wanted. She wrote she wants me to move closer to her.
Brother, you fumbled so bad. Emiru made you breakfast?
Wrote that she wants me to marry her, and she wants kids with me in the next 5 years. And I just looked at this letter that was staring in front of me, and I just handed her back the paper.
This is like the most generational fumble I have ever, dude. I can't with this. How do you, oh my God, how do you fumble this? I just don't understand.
She began to cry, and I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. I knew we were just beyond the point of toxicity in the relationship, that our trust had completely died, and that we had so many issues that I couldn't deal with it, and I was not mentally well. I walked away. I went to her door, and as I opened it, the last words I ever heard her say is, "Don't go. I love you." That week, I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait to possibly get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have messaged her numerous times wondering why I have been removed from OTK, Discords, and I was very scared because I didn't know what was going on. Nobody was talking to me or contacting me, and I have had so much regret. Times where I wanted to go back. Times where I've drunk messaged her love letters, as you saw.
Okay, so before this response, I just want to say the chances of Mizkif, like, because I haven't watched Mizkif's response, his side of the story, right? I would say that his chances of being guilty of all of this is like at a 75%, okay? So 75% Mizkif, completely guilty, okay? Of everything that Emiru was alleging against him, okay? I have to say, after this, I'm at like a 95 to 97%, okay? 95 to 97%, okay? I'm like right there, okay? I'm right there, all right? Because he's saying everything. Someone who is trying to avoid all the allegations and knows them to be true and is just finding a way out of them would say, but he's not. But he's not talking as if a real innocent person would if they were talking about it, right? Like a real innocent person would approach this way differently, right? But someone who is trying to be avoidant and deflect responds like this, right? But I'm reserving that last 5 to 3% for mental retardation, okay? For stupidity, yeah. All right, I'm reserving that 3 to 5% just in case. Okay, just in case somehow in the astronomical odds. Okay, yeah, dude, why are there so many fucking pathetic chuds in DGG? Holy shit, get out of here. Okay, sorry.
On stream. But after 10 months, I know
Sorry, the minuscule odds that emiru was somehow lying. All these streamers corroborating were also lying, and in addition to Mizkif, is like putting it in the most retarded manner, right? Does that make sense?
we're much better off without each other. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house. The house was very small, and I opened the door. I said, whoops, and proceeded to talk in the other room about what I possibly did wrong, and began to bawl out and be depressed because I just saw my ex-girlfriend. I want to make it very clear. I was not following her, nor lingering around her. I was with others the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people there. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her. This year has been very hard for me, and I'm sure for her. I even went to Japan and drank every single night just to sleep. Going from being with each other for 3 years straight and trauma bonding to be completely alone is such a difficult thing for both of us. I began therapy in February of this year with EMDR therapy, something she recommended me when we were dating. I'm very happy to say that I feel better than ever, and I've gotten a lot of the stress I've had away. I've also moved from Austin myself, and I've had a lot of trauma lingering from there as a whole, and I feel a lot better from that. I truly hope nothing but the best for Emmy. I know she said a lot of these things today, and I do believe a lot of them were false, but I do hope nothing but the best for her, and I'm sorry that any of this happened. I hate that we're in this situation, and I hope that she can move on.
What?
We were in a toxic relationship. I saw that. I've realized over the years of 2 relationships now online that I'm a horrible boyfriend and I have a lot to work on for myself. I've been single for the past 10 months, and I plan to stay that way. I'm continuing to go to therapy and work on myself, not just for me, but for the people around me. Okay. That's it. If you're wondering if it's scripted, the answer is, of course it is. I wrote it out because I cannot freeball this. This is a very serious situation.
This is the worst scripted, dude. I'm sorry. The only way you can make this any better, okay, is to say that you didn't script this, okay? Because by saying that you scripted this, I'm sorry, you just look like a retard, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say, but you just look horrible. But
I want to make this real.
Oh my god.
And that's it. Okay? I am going to stand up for myself. I am going to defend myself in these situations. I am not going away. I have no plans to go away.
This is
And
one for the
I
history
believe a lot of
books,
the situations
guys.
today were absolutely exaggerated.
This is one for the history
I
books.
have dozens of photos and videos, calls and messages as well, if she has them. I have things I will be leaking over the next 2 days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. But I want to make it very clear. When it comes to Emiru, when she says that I was getting ready to go after her and that I was going to use her rabbits against her, that was never the plan. My plan for myself was very simple. If Emmy were to say something about me, I would say something back. That's it. I never had a plan in my life to go after her or do anything. It was if she ever said anything, I would say something as well. And that's completely understandable. Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon? I said that if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear. And that is exactly what I said. And that's what's going to happen. Because you can't...
Wait, what? So you admit to bullying her into silence? What? What? Wait, so you admit it? Oh, this isn't good. Like, that's not a Giga Chat moment. Like, I'm just saying, this isn't what it looks like in your head. Like, this isn't a Giga Chat moment. This is a why the fuck did you do that moment.
Mess with me anymore. I don't have anything to lose. I'm sorry, I don't. Go after me all you want. I have nothing to lose. And I will say this proudly. Emiru abused those rabbits. She did. And if you're in Austin, Texas, and you want to say that she didn't abuse those rabbits...
Okay, let's just say that she abused those rabbits. Okay, what now? What now? I'm serious. Serious. Let's just say she abused these rabbits. What now? Is there... Is there anything? But is that? Did you forget that she made allegations that you were trying to fuck her while she was crying, or like actually traumatized, or what?
At my house, you're lying. You know she did. She abused those rabbits and she let them outside. And it's disgusting. And I didn't want to bring this up ever. This was not something I planned on bringing up in my life. But it's something that she claims that she didn't do, and people are trying to defend her from that. Like,
I do feel sorry for the rabbits. Are there any e-girls who aren't disgusting degenerates? Dude, who the fuck cares? Do you eat meat? Do you chomp on a burger for pleasure? Or do you only eat because it's necessary to eat?
Asmongold, where he says that one of her rabbits she took and brought around. What about the other 6 rabbits that died? As for what happened with me and emiru, it is I mentally have been fucked up for years. And I'm very proud of myself for working on myself.
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
I think leaving Austin was the best thing, not just for me, but for everyone around me. I do believe that. I fucked up a lot. And I'm never going to not admit that. And I realized I need to be alone. I never got kicked out of Austin, Texas. I left myself. You're still mentally fucked? I am. I'm absolutely mentally fucked. I have been slowly working on it. I do feel like I've been getting better. I feel like I'm very calm right now. I don't feel stressed. I don't even feel angry. I feel that every day I'm trying to learn more and more and do better. But I'm going to stand up.
Actually, retarded take, there's a difference between eating animals and torturing them. Like, you think it's bad for me to stab you? Do you get vaccinated? Dude, who the fuck cares? What the fuck? Like, cows are literally forcibly impregnated, okay, for your eating pleasure at McDonald's, okay? I don't want to hear it. All right, you didn't need to eat McDonald's today. You could have ate like fucking canned food. All right, you could have eaten beans, okay? And you would have been fine, and you would have been healthier as well. All right, you ate McDonald's because you found pleasure in eating meat, okay, of forcibly inseminated cows. Okay, good luck.
Up for myself in a lot of these situations because a lot of it was not true. And I don't like that she was portraying that it was just me who was at fault. It was a toxic relationship, and that's what it was. Why was viewership so important? I will bluntly say this, and I'm very honest. I was, and I still am, but I very much was someone that was massively obsessed with streaming and viewership. And
Foodshops describing good meat. I don't know what the deal is. That's what I'm saying, okay? That's what I'm saying, all right? Bro, I would raise animals to eat them. What the fuck?
when my cancellation happened, and even before it, I mean, it's something you guys know. I've been.
But you know the thing is that if you treat animals badly, stressed out animals' meat doesn't taste as good as happy animals' meat, okay?
Massively obsessed with streaming and viewership over the years, and it's disgusting and has ruined my fucking life. It is something that I am envious of others. I am angry at others because of it. It makes me jealous when I see others doing well, and it has made me realize that I am I'm never happy for someone else if they're doing much better than me. You guys know this is true if you watch my old stream. I've always been this way. I've been very envious of other people, and it's a problem. It's a serious. I'm definitely way better than I was now, or I am now, but it's a serious problem that I am still working on to this day. I am not perfect, and I fucked up with that. I've been this way for a very fucking long time, where I'm a competitive dude, and I think I'm very competitive with streaming because I really care about it a lot. I've sunk my whole life into this thing. So, did you really drive 150 miles an hour? I'm going to say this very clear. If you know me in Austin, Texas, I drive fast everywhere. I drive fast literally everywhere. I'm in an Audi R8.
What, like 150 miles per hour? Wait, okay, so you don't deny the 150 miles per hour? Wait, what? You realize... Wait, how did you do that? How did you do... Wait, what? I drive fast everywhere? So you're not denying the 150? You could have killed people. Like a lot of people. What the fuck? No one survives a 150 crash. What would you do if you got 9K subs? I would come, find you, and then I'm gonna come. Oh, what's this?
I'm not talking to him today.
Well, nobody asked you to, so.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Look at her face. She's so uninterested.
She said no.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
Oh
Huh?
Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
That's
No.
Maya unimpressed. That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
Oh my god.
Skip, that was
Throw
not
it back.
funny.
Throw it
Yeah,
back.
there better be. Oh my god, I would beat the shit out of him. We're live.
What the fuck?
We're live, she says.
Anyway, there's something about being trapped in a car with an angry, aggro man that is like the absolute most helpless thing.
How do you fumble? How do you fumble 2 of these women? You are the king of fumbling, okay? You are the master of fumbling, okay?
Dude, I did a guy that would go like 100 miles an hour on the, like we would fight in the car, which was never my decision. Like it just always like happened. Like we just would like fight in the car, and then he'd go like 100, and I would like literally like beg him to slow down. I'd be so scared and I'd cry, and then he would not slow down until I apologized.
Whoa.
So then I started driving only. Like I wouldn't let him drive me anywhere. But then if we'd get in a fight while I was driving, he would like pound my ceiling in my glove box.
Ooh,
He would like
that's scary.
scream and like hit the ceiling and like hit the glove box and just like scream profanity and scream like he would like just call me terrible things.
Give me her at. I'm gonna treat her better. I'm also gonna treat Emiru better, okay? Tell her to follow me, okay? I'll treat these ladies better, okay? Dude. Bro. Dude. This is crazy. Okay, this is insane.
Things while he was doing it. And then I'd pull over and be like, get out of my car, and he'd be like, no. And then I was like, well, okay. Because what am I gonna do?
Yeah, what are you
What am I gonna do?
What?
Yeah, what are you
What am I gonna do?
Fuck? What's the context of this? What's the context of this? Dude. Not the awkward hug. Not the awkward hug. Oh my god. Not the awkward hug. Oh. It's over. It's cooked. It's cooked. It's cooked. This is it.
In Austin, Texas, where the freeways are open. I drive fast all the time. I do. I don't even remember what situation she was talking about. I mean, we were in cars with each other all the time. I remember one time when she was picking me up from the airport and she was in her blue Corvette and she started the speed when we were on a straightaway when she was getting mad and she stayed quiet. I don't remember the exact speed she got up to, but we were definitely flying. But I'll say this as well. I have no problem admitting fault. the person that I was during that relationship, and I would say the Mizkif in Austin, Texas, is fucking disgusting. I hated myself. I hated this person that just sat there all day, stressed and angry and mad at the fucking world. I hated being this upset person because I know you are who you hang out with. And I definitely changed Emmy in a lot of ways and made her very stressed as well. And mentally, the situations we were in, it just cataclysmed both of us. I was a very toxic person and I knew I needed to get out, so I broke up with her. In fact, I broke up with her twice. The first time I broke up with her, I really thought it was over. And the second time I broke up with her was forever. I did message her a lot afterwards, primarily for OTK stuff, but there were times where I did want to go back to her. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I was drunk. I thought I needed to, but...
Yeah, she's a bad bitch. You fumbled. Oh.
Yeah.
Also, I condemn you to a life of solitude. Okay? I condemn you to a life of solitude. You will have no more bad bitches. Okay? All of your hoes will be gone.
That's it. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about.
From now on, you have a permanent restraining order against all ABGs.
Leak something? No, not today. This is something I think that we went over, and
Asian baby girl, ABG.
I am glad that it is out there, what I just said, and that's it. So, that's it. I said what I had to say. I appreciate you guys listening, and I will be back. I'm not leaving anytime soon, but I'm gonna go relax. It's been a pretty rough day. No, we're not doing top 500. Okay. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I will keep defending myself as time goes on. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys as we keep going. I appreciate you guys, and I'm yeah.
Okay, let's check out stuff.